Hey everybody, it's Carla. Welcome to the Happy Bookmaker. So I hope you're doing great. It's a wonderful fall day here. Really cold last night. It got down to freezing for the first time, so winter is on the way. So we're going to work on an art journal layout today. It's been a little while since we've done that. I've been busy making other kinds of books. So we're going to call this layout Louisa's Secret Garden, and I will explain why we're going to call it that in a little bit here. So let me just kind of show you what we've been working on. If you haven't seen any of the art journal layout videos, I do have a playlist for that. So what we're going to do is I'm starting with this image, and her name is, this is what she was cut out from. And I will show you the book at some point here. I've used this book in a lot of junk journal layouts and, for images and art journal layouts. But she is Louisa Grafin Aylesford. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but the reason I picked her is she's kind of got this far away look, like she's thinking about something, she's dreaming about something, and just that look on her face, and the fact that I wanted to introduce flowers into this layout made me think of sort of a secret garden kind of a layout. So she is going to be the star of the show, and I also of course have to have some kind of bird, and this is what I ended up with, and it is kind of big, but it's okay because we are going to be doing some painting over it, and I'll explain that as well. And then I have a lot of these botanical images from Macmillan Book of Wildflowers, and I have botanical books that I get these beautiful images in. We're going to be using that. Now this is one of my own pieces of artwork that I copied onto a book page from the book that Louisa came from. This is from my Sketchbook Flowers series, and it is yellow tulips. And then also for the background, so this will be part of the background, it will be in the middle. And then this is going to be on one end, and this, just some music paper, just to add a little interest to the background. Okay, so the way we're going to lay this out is we're going to lay down some music paper and then a little piece here, because this is not going to cover this entire section. We're going to put the birdie over here. I love music paper. I just love I love the movement of it, and I love that it's black and white. So I've already kind of cut this to the angle that I want it to be. And so we are going to be going over the seam, you can see, like this, but that's okay because that seemed to work out the best actually in this book. We're going to take this big flower image, and we're going to put this over here, and Louisa is going to be just kind of over here, like towards the end. It's going to be something like this, and then we're going to, after this is all glued down, we're going to go over the top of this with clear gesso. And I got this recipe from Book and Paper Arts, and I will try to find that video and link it in the description box. But that's going to go over the top of this so that I can then paint on top of this. And then I'm thinking about doing maybe some lavender and daisies down in here. Considering a little blue sky painting up in here, and I would like to bring out this tree. I'd like to kind of fake like a couple of branches or a branch coming out, and then a few leaves, so it's kind of like going over this whole area. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some tacky glue, which is PVA, and I'm going to glue all of the images down to this board with the tacky glue. Okay, so I have my tacky glue. I did water it down a little bit. It tends to get a little dry, a little thick, a little sticky. Well, sticky's good, but not dry. Since we're on this end, let's go ahead and put down this, because this is going to take up a lot of this side. Before we get to the other side, I'm going to go ahead and do my ripping of this because obviously I want to be ready to go when the glue is down. Okay, I think that this is enough tearing because as you can see, a lot of this edge is covered up. We're going to get this over just even a little bit more. So, so the part that is going to be showing will be this torn edge. Okay, so I've got the back glued, and of course it wants to curl. That's completely natural. That's what it's going to want to do. So I'm going to lay this down a little. I don't want to push it down all the way yet because I need to see where that bird is going to fall. Okay, yes, this looks good. Okay, just press that down. And he fits perfectly into his little spot here. How fun is he? He already adds some three-dimensionality to this layout. That looks so cool already. I really like it. Okay, so I want to get this over as far to the right as I can. So again, I'm just kind of smushing down with my finger. Okay, I've got her glued and she's gonna go right here. And I'm just gonna put her as far to the edge as I can because of her hand. I didn't want to cut off her hand, so it's gonna be in here. I mean, I love the way this looks already. Just imagine when we get the rest of the, you know, the ingredients in here. It'll be a beautiful recipe. Okay, so this is where we are right now. Everything's glued down. I am gonna let this dry and then I'm gonna cover it. We're gonna cover it with the clear gesso and then we'll have to let it dry again and we'll be back as soon as this is dry. So we've got our gesso and it will dry clear. So I'm just putting a little bit on a clean paper plate and I'm just gonna brush this on. And yeah, I'm excited to do this because I haven't used this yet, so I'm excited to see how this all turns out. Okay, the gesso is on and we're gonna let this dry now, let it get nice and dry, and then we will begin painting. Okay, you guys, our gesso, our clear gesso is dried and clear. Look at that, it looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely beautiful. So now we're gonna start painting. So I'm not gonna obviously do this in real time with you because it'll just take too long, but we're gonna get started on things and then we'll, you know, do the fast forward thing and move it along there. But, so I've been thinking about what I wanna do here. I mean, there's still a lot of like empty space that I wanna do things to. And then I was thinking I need some blue because I do wanna bring in some lavender, like lavender flowers, which I think I might do in this area. So I'm thinking of maybe like, this is actually a picture, it's my inspiration picture for a painting that I'm doing, but blue hydrangeas, just gonna be like a hint of hydrangea coming off the side. And then I think over in here, maybe we'll do the lavender with maybe some daisies sprinkled in. And then we'll do our tree limb over here. Let's start with a hydrangea. Okay, so this is gonna be sort of our background color. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start over here in this corner, and I did bring it in a little bit closer. So we're gonna get like, kind of like the overall shape of the hydrangea, right? This is not the detail portion of the show. We're just gonna we're gonna like block in some, you know, shapes and like swirlies. because we're gonna have a couple more layers on this. Now I'm gonna come in with this sort of medium tone and more swirlies. Okay, I think that's good for the second color. Now we're gonna come in even lighter. So we're gonna add in a little more of the green again and quite a bit more white. So I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna just start just throwing in some petals here. So now we're going to come in with a lighter color again, and I also want to create something to show that this flower is different from this one. Okay. More of the same, little petals. Okay, I think we have enough of that color. I think I'm gonna have to let that little lighter blue dry a little bit. I'm gonna go over it with one, I'm gonna say one last really light blue. Let's kind of cut in a couple of leaves here. So now I'm mixing up a nice dark green. I'm just gonna like squiggle in some little leaf shapes. Let's just color in this little corner, like just kind of fudge in some green. Pretend that this is all greenery down here. Maybe we've got one coming out, just a tip of it over here. Just a little tip. Okay, all right. So that's how it's looking so far. Okay, now I'm gonna come in with this really pretty, it almost has a greenish tint to it. Like I said, I think this will be our last. Now I'm going to try to create that separation from the other hydrangea with this. So on this back one, I think what I'm going to do is less of this color, because I am saying that this hydrangea is in front of this one. So we're gonna see a few of these lighter petals, but mostly it's gonna be darker. And then up here where, you know, the sun might hit it, there might be a few more lighter petals. I'm just gonna give these leaves a little bit of highlighting and maybe, you know, so that they stand out a little bit, because they're just kind of really dark. Okay, I think it's really pretty. I will probably come back in and do a little highlighting and stuff like that and just create a little bit more definition. But I don't know, it looks like blue hydrangeas to me. So how about we do some lavender in here? So I'm gonna come in with a skinny brush, pretty skinny brush, and do some like stems. So I'm gonna just do some random green stems. So I'm just kind of wisping in a few like stems here and there. Maybe we can even come in over here and do a few. Okay, so while I let that green, those stems, while I let that dry a little bit, I think I'm gonna come in and do our fake branch. And I think, I don't know, we're gonna look at this Payne's Gray because this is black and white. So, you know, I'm not gonna do obviously a brown branch, but I am gonna do green leaves. So let's see what we can come up with here. So I'm gonna kind of follow this line. So it looks like, yeah, just sort of like that. Now to make this blend in even better, I really like the way that looks, by the way. I'm gonna add this to some of the other parts of the tree so that it looks like it belongs. Let's make this one longer. And one last one for good measure. Okay, two. Okay, so when that's dry, we'll just punch in some little leaves. Let's kind of go around, since we've got the brush handy, let's kind of go around him. See, that is helping him to kind of pop out from the page. Oh, I'm really liking the way this is turning out. Okay, that is really cool. Okay, I might do something similar on this side, except in the green. Well, should I do the black or the green? Okay, I gotta think about that. Now I know what you're thinking. You think those don't look like much. I agree, they don't look like much. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start punching in some little, I gotta find the right brush, some little shapes of, you know, like lavender buds. So just getting a little bit of water on my brush, going in with just straight purple out of the tube. And this is gonna be like our background. Okay, I think we have a good start for the background, or the, you know, the first layer of the lavender flowers. So I'm gonna add a little white to the purple and get in that second layer. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna come in and just kind of continue dabbing and just kind of add to that. See if I can hold this up here a little closer to you. I'm just kind of doing little blobs, so I think I can do that. There we go. Okay, so now we've got a second layer on. Let's come back in with one even lighter layer. And then you see that there are a few stems there. I mean, I know they're kind of fat, but there are a few that don't have anything. I'm gonna do a little daisy. I'm gonna do like 3 daisies. Now that's my goal anyway. Okay, even a little bit more white in there and maybe a hint of green. Let's throw some leaves on our branch over here. Let's see, I'm trying not to lay in my lavenders here. You know what? I'm gonna turn it upside down. Who says you gotta paint right side up? Okay, I really like the way that looks. That is really cute. Okay, I think I might actually do that over here, what I was talking about. I'm debating if I should throw in a little blue sky. I'm thinking I'm just gonna kind of do what I did over here, even though I don't have the tree. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm going in. Some branches, and we're just going to pretend that we've got another tree over here. Now, because there's gray in this tree, I'm going to kind of fudge in a little of that gray over here. Now bringing in a little white, kind of tie all that together. And then I'm going to come in and, as I sort of outlined the real tree over there, kind of do the same over here so that it looks similar. Okay, so let's add a little bit of white on these flowers. Since this is dry, just want to add a little bit of, I'm just going to go in with straight white, just do some kind of highlighting. Just like little squiggles of white. Maybe just a little bit on the leaf. I need to add in some more blue here. I got a little carried away. That can happen. Okay, a little more white on the lavender buds. Okay, let's do some leaves on this branch over here. And then we're gonna do the daisies, and I think we're pretty much done, unless I change my mind. Oh yeah, I really like that. I really like that. I'm gonna bring out just a couple more here. Okay, how about we do just a little bit of white on the leaves on the tree? I am loving this. Just a couple of daisies, I think, maybe 3 down here, and I think we're done. We're gonna go in pretty much bright white with the petals. And again, we're gonna try to let the brush do as much of the work as possible. And we'll add the center in after the fact. Let's do another one down here because it's missing something down in here. And since, I don't know if we can have 4, we might have to have 5. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe he's kind of going sideways. And how about one more over in here? Again, maybe kind of going sideways. Okay, let's put in our yellow centers. So I'm just taking pure yellow, yellow medium, thick body acrylic, and oh, fun. And I'm just dabbing it in. That is cute. Now, isn't this a pretty garden to be hanging out in? I think it is. She looks pretty happy to me. Okay, oh my gosh, I just love those. Look at those daisies, are they cute? I'm going to just cut in a couple of little leaves on those daisy stems. They gotta have a couple leaves, right? So I kind of trimmed down the the thickness of these fat stems here just a little bit. Okay, so there's actually one last step, and that is where I'd like to go around the drawings with a gray paint marker to give them a little bit of contrast. So as you can see, I've got a gray paint marker, and these are just water-based markers, and I'm just kind of outlining so that it kind of stands out. Do you see the difference that made, helping it to kind of stand out? And that just gives it a little more dimension. So I'm going to kind of go around with this. Now I already went around the bird with the paint, if you remember, because I wanted to tie this in, but I'm also going to go around it with the paint marker as well. Okay, you guys, it's done. So I went around the images with the gray paint marker, and I went ahead and did a little bit more highlighting. And I forgot that I had put a branch or two over here, so I went ahead and did some little lavender flowers and a daisy. I just love the way this turned out. I'm so pleased with it for my last entry in this art journal. I'm so happy, and I hope you enjoyed watching. I so enjoyed having you. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. As always, I appreciate you so much, and we will see you next time. Bye.